All right. How many big check Fridays you got? Not a lot. You see some big check Fridays in this industry and it talks about no overrides and no bonuses. And I believe that needs to be addressed because that is the culture that is in a red line. You see, even if your installer is operating from a baseline, there's a 99% chance that your company still has that red line mentality and philosophy and culture. If there's an assistant DM, a DM, a senior DM, a co-regional, a regional, a VP, you are in what's called that 7-layer dip, which is actually even more nowadays because you keep having to add positions. And all of these people are eating out of the same deal. They all have their hands in the pot and you're at the bottom with the highest red line and you are trained to sell high PPW, eye gouge homeowners, and make a massive commission so you can finally be recognized on Big Check Friday, which we see less and less of nowadays, which is probably a good idea not to get the wrong attention from different organizations and government bodies. I'll share with you guys that we have a much better way. All the money in solar is the same. And in our company, there isn't a 7-layer dip. There's only 3 people that ever get paid on a deal. So I guess I should ask, if there's $10,000 over here and $10,000 over here, and there's 7 people dipping into that $10,000 in a red line, and there's only 3 people dipping into that $10,000 at Kumquat, who's gonna make more? And that is how I became one of the highest paid reps in the industry, even though I'm fairly new to the industry, and I do a lot less sales and installs and have a much smaller team than a lot of sales leaders that have been in for 5, 10, 15 years. I strongly recommend that you open up your mind. Your mind's like a parachute and it will not work unless it's open. And your results in life will be a direct reflection of the decisions you make, the way you choose to approach the marketplace, the way you see things, your perception, your perspective, your viewpoint, your beliefs. They make you or break you. I became one of the highest paid reps in the industry in a relatively short amount of time because I recognized that I wanted nothing to do with a red line company, that I wanted to run away from an organization where leadership is appointed, right? You can't actually become a VP or have the red line that the highest earner in the company has, because if he gives you his red line, he's no longer making any money. It's a flawed, broken model. Whereas at Kumquat Solar, you know exactly what it takes to climb the ranks. There's only 2 positions that you actually really want to climb, and they will give you that owner, dealer, margin with none of the financial stress, risk, or responsibility involved. I still have a position as a sales leader at Kumquat Solar, and there are many, many people that have the exact same margin I have. And we get to win together. We pay out profit sharing monthly, and it's so transparent, and we are all one team, one dream, because the better the company does, the better we do. I guess I should ask, is your company profitable, number 1? And if so, why aren't they sharing the profits? You know, a lot of companies talk about doing all this and all that, but what are they doing today? Can you see the books? Do you have a certain level of transparency? Do you know where every penny goes? The reason why you don't see massive conventions in solar is because everyone's on a red line, and none of the owners want different sales organizations and leaders to know what each other have, because it would breed jealousy and favoritism and they would start just vanishing. Whereas at Kumquat Solar, everybody knows day one what the margin is and what they need to do to earn a higher margin. And the newest person at the company can price a deal at the exact same price as the owner of the company. And that's such a great thing, because in a red line, when you start out, you have the highest red line. You have to charge the highest amount for solar, and you're literally eye gouging homeowners because you have to, just to make a living, because you don't know better and you're told it's what you should do. We have a completely different philosophy at Kumquat Solar where we value the homeowner, we value the relationship, and we want to do repeat business, and we want a great relationship with our homeowners. We'll put that relationship before the commission every single time, because 10 years from now flies around, and we want to be able to best serve them with the newest and greatest technology and panels, and have that book of business that is always going to choose us because we took care of them. Hopefully that resonates with you. Your life will be a direct reflection of the decisions you make and the way you see the marketplace and the way you choose to position yourself. And cashing in on this solar wave is not a fly-by-night thing. It's gonna be around for the next couple decades. You can make a true career here, and you should not have to knock doors if you've been in the industry for a couple years. You should have been able to leverage yourself and make true passive income to where you're inspiring people from the sales that you made years ago instead of just being as good as the sale you made yesterday. I'll see you guys at the top or from the top.